Alright, if you wish to create an image slideshow with the Video Maker app by Video.Guru, the first thing you need will be the images. So these are all AI generated images, but I'm sure you're going to have your own images you wish to use. I don't have any, so I decided to just use AI to create images. So yeah, once you have your images, maybe there are pictures you took yourself or pictures you got from the internet, wherever it is you got them, just make sure that you know how to access them, and you can access them through your gallery app on your phone. Alright, so if you're sure you have your images, then the next thing to do is to open up the Video Maker app. So if you don't have the app, I've done a review like a few years ago, so you can watch the review if you want. But yeah, if you've already started using it, then you should know how to take some steps. But I'm going to go slow. Okay, so after opening the app, you want to tap New Project. Next, you want to tap Photo. And now you can start selecting all the images you want. As I've shown you guys, these are all the images I created using an image generator. So I'm just going to select up to 10 images. Okay, so whenever I select an image, it's going to show you the number that you selected or the image is. So this is the first image. If I select this one, this is going to be number 2, so it's the second image, and so on. So I'm going to randomly select different images. Alright, so this is going to be the 10th image. Now after selecting them, you can see all of them down here. You can tap and hold the screen to scroll through to see the images, and you can long press on an image if you want to be sure it is the one you want. So I'm currently long pressing it, and if I release my mouse, then you see that it stops like previewing the image. So after you have selected all the images, you tap on this arrow. Alright, so if I tap here, it's going to start playing the images, and each image only lasts for 4 seconds. If I pause and I tap here, you see there's a 4 right here, so that means that the image is 4 seconds, and all the images that were imported into the app are going to be 4 seconds. That's how it is by default in this app. I don't know about other apps. So the first thing you want to consider is how long your images would last as they are being like shown in the video or in the slideshow. So for this tutorial, I want each image to last for, I think 7 seconds is going to be okay. I wanted it to be 10 seconds, but 7 seconds sounds more realistic or reasonable. So I just tapped the image, and you can see 2 arrows on the left and on the right. So you want to drag this arrow to the right to increase the seconds the image would last. So as you can see, I'm dragging it, and okay, I dragged it too much. So you can just tap and drag a bit, tap and drag until it gets to the time you want. So this is 7.0. Yeah, so this is 7 seconds. So this image is going to last for 7 seconds. I'm going to have to do the same for all the rest of the images. So I'm going to do it again on this image. As you can see, this is the first image that I just did it on. The other ones are still 7 seconds, not 7, 4 seconds long. So I'm going to tap this one and do the same. Okay, so it is at 7 seconds. Hopefully you understand by now. You don't have to make all of them the same length. You can make some 10 seconds, some 8 seconds, some maybe 2 seconds. Depends on how long you want each image to last. So I'm going to do it for the rest of the images, and then I will get back to the video. So all the images are now 7 seconds long. Like I said, you don't have to make all of them 7 seconds long. Okay, you can basically stop here, but you know, it's not going to look very nice if you leave it this way. Like if I give it a play now, you see that the way the image jumps from or to this one was not that nice. I'm going to leave it to play a bit so you can see it go to the next image. It just feels very boring and static. So I would recommend you do 2 things in order to make it a bit more visually like interesting. Let's start from the first image. So the first thing we're going to do is to create like some animated zooms. So if I tap the image and I scroll the button over here, you see this option called zoom. So I'll select it, and then I'll tap zoom in, and then I'll tap here. So if I give it a play now, you see now the image slowly zooms in, which makes it look a bit better compared to how it used to be. Like this one, I have not applied it, and the image just looks static, so it's not nice. So what you can do is you can do the same for all the images. Some you can do zoom in, others you can do zoom out. So for this one, I'll do a zoom out. So I'll tap this. Normally, I will only recommend you use between these two. These ones, I'm not really sure if they will be that good for images. So just use the first two. Okay, so if I give it a play now, say this one zooms out, which makes it look a lot better than how it used to be. So I'm going to do the same for the rest. With all the images being 7 seconds and there are 10 images here, so that means that the video would last 1 minute and 10 seconds because there are 60 seconds in 1 minute and we have 70 seconds. So take 60 out of 70, then we'll have 10 seconds left. I don't know why I just did all that math issues on this video. Anyways, so if I tap play now, you'll see that all the images have this nice zoom in animation. Not all zoom in, some are zoom out animations. Like this one is a zoom in, like this one is zooming out. This one is also zooming out, and it feels a bit better compared to the images just being stagnant. Okay, so the final thing we're going to do is create transitions. So if I give this image a play, you'll notice that this one just jumps to the next image. There's nothing that really shows the viewer that the image is changing. So what you can do to really emphasize on that change is by tapping this white box in the middle that is between the two images to add a transition. Now there are different transitions you can add, but the ones I would recommend are the mix transitions. I also recommend these ones, move L and move R, which means move left and move right. And finally, if you slide down here, you see this one called light. This is my favorite one. I normally use Lick 2, but you can use Lick 1 or this Glow 2. This one that has a crown is a premium transition, so you have to pay to use it. So for the first one, I'll select this one. And you can decide how long the transition should last. So right now it is set to 1 second. So I'll increase it to maybe 2.5 seconds. Now, if your images, we set the images to be 7 seconds long. If they were longer than that, then the transitions will also be, you'll be able to go above 2.5, or the maximum right now is 3.2 seconds. But if the image was longer than 7 seconds, then you may be able to go up to 4 seconds in terms of transition. But anyway, just set it to 2.5 and then tap here. So if I give it a play now, you'll see the difference when it comes to moving to the next image. So yeah, that's one difference. And I'll select this one called mix. I like this one too. I'll make it 2 seconds as well, or 2.5. And then tap that, and if I give it a play, you see how it moves to the next image. So yeah, you just need to keep tapping this box and then adding transitions. You don't have to add too many different transitions because it's going to be inconsistent. So just pick 2 or 3 transitions you like and then use them. So that's what I'm going to do, and then I'll get back to the video. So I've added transitions to all the images, and that's basically all you need to do. Now you can add music if you want, but I'll not be going into that in this video because I feel like it is already too long. So I don't want you guys to, baby steps if you're doing this for the first time. But if you wish to add music, you can just tap add audio and then you select the music you want. Maybe I'll have to make another tutorial for this because there's a way you have to edit the images so that the images will go like, they'll synchronize with the music so that everything happens like at a beat. But yeah, that should be another video. But if you guys want to see that, let me know in the comments. But now if I give it a play, you see now that every image has its transition so that it doesn't just look boring, and there's this zoom in and out as the slideshow happens. So yeah, I'm just going to leave this to play so that you guys will know what to expect when you're doing it on your own. Okay, so it is done playing, and if you are okay with the results, then all you need to do is to export the video or the slideshow. So to export, you come here, tap this. You can tap allow or not, it doesn't really matter. For me, I'll tap don't allow. And then you select your resolution. So 1080p is good. The higher you go, the larger the file will be, like the video file. And also the higher you go, the more detailed the video will look. Like if you go too low, then the image will not be too sharp, but if you go very high, then the image will be sharp when people are watching. Just as an example, you can see down here that if I select 720p, then the image size or the file size will be 23 megabytes. But if I go up to 1080, you see that it is now 51 megabytes. So if you don't have a lot of storage space on your phone, choose something low. 30 frames is good. Quality also reduces the size. So just leave it at high so that the video is going to look very detailed. And finally, you tap save and then wait for it to get done exporting. And after that, you can watch the slideshow on your phone. So that's basically how you do it. I'm making this video because it was a request, and yeah, hopefully the video was helpful. If it was, please let me know in the comments and give this video a like. And if you have questions, just let me know and I'll try to make videos answering your questions. That's all for this video. I'll be seeing you in the next one. Take care and bye bye.